What's stressing you out? Hi, I'm Cliff Weldon, an entrepreneur to help you access the biblical tools to prosper and be in good health financially, mentally, physically, and even as your soul prosper. So as you prosper in these areas, we talk about health, financial, mental, and physical, then God will bring the resources needed to help you to prosper in your soul and in your daily life. Today, I want to talk about the mental process of stress. What does it do to us and causing us to get burned out? In our last session, we talked about how burnout affects our performance, where we have stress on one line and performance on the other. So as the stress level goes up, well, our performance increases, but what happens, we get to a peak and it starts decreasing, and we call that burnout. Now, most people are resilient. They can handle a relatively high level of stress in a short period of time. However, the effects of stress are cumulative. That means they add on top of each other. And sometimes stresses are severe or prolonged that they'll overwhelm our ability to cope. So without proper support, some people may turn to unhealthy ways of coping, which can cause or exacerbate a variety of physical and mental health issues, all of which impact our level of functioning. As you think about this, sometimes you may go to the doctor, doc, I have a headache, or I feel these pains. The problem is the doctors, they do all these tests and they can't come to the source. And they say, oh, you must be living a stressful life. Well, we're going to help you today in understanding how that affects your health. So as again, you see the chart here, you see that the performance level, as it increases, it decreases. As the stress level increases, the performance level starts deteriorating. You see that peak? What happens is that stress management skills can help you take advantage of other practical tools and resources. But think about the cumulative process of stress, where sometimes stresses are so severe or prolonged that they overwhelm our ability to cope. If you don't have proper support, you may turn to unhealthy ways of coping, which can cause or exacerbate a variety of physical and mental health issues, all of which impact our level of functioning. As you see on this slide, again, stress level increase, our performance may increase in the beginning, but look at the peak. It starts decreasing. And sometimes we go to the doctor, we may have pains or sleep problems, and they do all kinds of tests, but can't find any source or reason why. Well, they say you're living a stressful life. All right. Well, in a few moments, I'll talk about some of the things that can cause us stress. Let's talk about the different types of stress in our daily lives. First of all, we have poor communication, say with your spouse or partner. And how about difficult customers at your job? Now, if you'll start identifying these sources, you can take the first step in learning to better manage it. Not eliminate it, but necessarily manage it. So here's another one. How about the kids are screaming, the bills are due, and a pile of papers on your desk is growing at an alarming pace? It's undeniable. Life is full of stress. Understanding the types and sources of stress, short-term and long-term, internal and external, is an important part of stress management. What stresses you out? Would you think about that for a second? The next part, worrying about money, being stuck in traffic or running late, looming projects or deadlines, trouble falling or staying asleep, not having enough time for yourself, even planning or making dinner. Well, the flip side of this unfortunate truth that even small steps can go a long way towards soothing or even circumventing the stress response. We'll be discussing more ways how to cope with stress effectively in everyday stressor moments. I just want to thank you so much today for joining me, because I don't want to overstress you. Just want you to take that little nugget and run with it. And don't forget to like the video, hit the notification, and you let you know the next time we put out a video, our next part in the considering series of learning about stress to help you to be more effective and prosper, be in good health, even as your soul prosper. I'm Cliff Weldon. Thank you so much for joining me today.